أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلبي على دينك آمين. Today we'll do Surah Kausar, having 3 verses in it. Makki Surah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. Inna a'tayna kal Kausar. Verily we have granted you abundant good. Fasalli li rabbika wanhar. So perform salah for your Rabb and sacrifice. Inna sha'niyaka huwal abtar. Indeed, it is your enemy who shall be unknown. While some commentators state that Surah Kausar was revealed after Hijrat, that is, it is a Madani Surah. Others say that it was revealed before the Hijrat, making it a Makki Surah. The surah was the fewest number of verses in the Quran. The Arabic word Kausar is translated as abundant good and also refer to the pound of Kausar, which will be given exclusively to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the day of Qiyamah. Commentators have quoted several narrations concerning the reason for which this surah was revealed. These will be quoted after the commentary of the verses, inshallah. Ayat number 1, let's start with the verse number 1. Addressing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah Ta'ala states, "Verily we have granted you abundant good." The abundant good that Allah Ta'ala gave Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam includes Nabihood, being the best of all the Anbiya alayhi salam, the Quran, the largest ummah, a deen that has spread throughout the world, and the high mantle of Muqam Mahmud in the hereafter. The pound of Kausar is a part of this abundant good. This abundant good is not restricted to these things, and there are numerous other bounties besides the above. Hazrat Anas Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu reports that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that even he was walking in Jannah, he saw a river, both ends of which stood dome of hollow pearl. When he asked Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam what this was, the reply was that it was the river of Kausar that Allah had granted to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that when he looked closer, he saw that the bed of the river was pure fragrant musk. Narrated by Bukhari, Volume 2, page number 974. Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that traveling from one end to the other of the pound of Kausar is a month's journey, and all the sides are of equal length. The water is whiter than milk, more fragrant than musk, and has as many cups as the number of stars in the sky. Whoever drinks from there shall never be thirsty again. Narrated by Mishkat, page number 487 from Bukhari and Muslim. Hazrat Abu Huraira Raziyallahu Ta'ala narrates that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, "My pound shall be so large that the distance between two ends is longer than the distance between Elah and Eden. Its water is whiter than snow, sweeter than milk, mixed with honey, and it will have more cups than the stars in the sky. I shall never to turn away the people of other ummas, just as a person turns away the camel of other people from the drinking place of his camel." The Sahaba Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhum required, O Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, will you be able to recognize us on the day of Qiyamah? Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam replied, I shall certainly be able to recognize you because you will have a sign that no other ummah will have. You will come to meet me at the pound with your faces, hands, and feet shining with the effect of wuzu. Narrated by Mishkat, page number 487 from Muslim. According to another narration, the pound will have as many gold and silver cups as the stars in the sky. Narrated by Mishkat, page number 487 from Muslim. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also mentioned that two channels from Jannah flow into the pound of Kausar, augmenting its water supply. The one channel is of gold and the other of silver. Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar ta'ala narrates from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the pound of Kausar is larger than the distance between Eden and Iman. Its water is cooler than ice, sweeter than honey, and more fragrant than musk. It will have more cups than the number of stars in the sky, and the person who drinks once from the pond will never get thirsty ever again. The first to come there for water will be the poor muhajirin. When someone asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for a description of these people, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, they are those whose hair is disheveled, whose faces are pale because of hunger and hardship, for whom doors of rulers and the rich do not open, and to whom women of high birth are not given in marriage. Their behavior with people is so excellent that they will fulfill every right that they owe to other, while they do not demand the right that others owe to them. This hadith described the poor muhajirin as people who could not afford to smarten themselves and who did not really care to do so because they disliked wasting time in this. They concentrated their efforts in preparing rather for the akhirah instead of for this world. They were so overcome with hardships in this world that they were physically affected and their faces had become pale. People looked down on them and they did not invite them for functions. In fact, the rich and upper class would not even let them into their homes or marry their daughters to them. However, these people will be extremely honored on the day of Qiyamah when they will be the first to drink from the hand of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the pound of Kausar. When the Khalifa Hazrat Umar bin Abdul Aziz salam heard that the first people to drink from the pound of Kausar will be those with disheveled hair, the dirty clothing, who are not married to women of high birth, and for whom doors are not open, he became extremely distressed. He said, Alas, I am not like this. I am married to Princess Fatima, the daughter of Abdul Malik, and doors are open for me. Now I will make sure that I will not wash my hair and until it becomes disheveled, and I shall not bath until my body become dirty. At Targhib wa Tarhib book narrates this. Hazrat Suhail bin Saad Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I shall be waiting to give people water from the pound of Kausar. Whoever will pass by me shall drink from it, and whoever drinks from it shall never be thirsty again. Many people shall pass by me whom I will recognize, and who will recognize me. However, a barrier will be cast between us. I shall say, this person was from us. It will be said to me, you do not know what innovations this person had introduced in deen after you. I will then say, go away, all those who change my deen after me. Narrated by a Targhib book. The condition of such a person will be tragic indeed, suffering severe thirst on the day of Qiyamah. He will reach the pound of Kausar only to have the angels show him a way and to have the mercy of the universe tell him to go away. Following the teachings of the Quran and that Hadith is the only avenue for the Muslim's salvation. It is tragic that people have introduced thousands of new practices into deen and have corrupted it. When they are advised against this, they take offense and speak ill of the one giving them good advice. They should understand that one should do whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to do, and in the manner that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did it. One should not do things as one pleases. When we are told that a certain act will earn one great rewards, we should really whether it is so and ask for references. In ayat number 2, verse number 2, after recounting his great bounties on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah Ta'ala instructs, so perform salah for your Rabb and sacrifice. This command includes all types of salah, be they farz, wajib, sunnah or mustahab. The second command is to sacrifice animal in the name of Allah. The verse is actually a command to express gratitude for all the favors that Allah Ta'ala has given one. Salah is the greatest form of physical ibadah, and sacrificing an animal in the name of Allah is really a jihad against the practice of the idolaters who sacrifice animal in the name of their idols. Although the address is to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the verse appeals to every Muslim. The Arabic word nahar, translated above as sacrifice, actually refers to slaughtering a camel, which is regarded to be the best animal to sacrifice. Of course, it is permissible to slaughter cows, sheep, goats, etc. during the 10th, 11th, and 12th of Zilhajj. The addition of the clause for your Rabb denotes that a person's salah and sacrifice should be solely for Allah's pleasure. Those people are incorrect who, quoting Hazrat Ali Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu, translate the word nahar as placing the hands on the chest. Ibn Kathir, volume 4, page 558. In verse number 3, Allah concludes the surah by telling Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, indeed it is your enemy who shall be unknown. The book of Tafsir states that one of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's staunch enemy, As bin Wa'il, used to tell people not to bother with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he passes away, there shall be none to take his name because he had no male offspring. Allah Ta'ala revealed the verse to tell him that while Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's name will echo throughout the world, he, As bin Wa'il, will be someone unknown. Hazrat Abdullah bin Abbas Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu narrates that Ka'b bin Ashraf, one of the wealthy leader of the Jews of Medina, once visited Makkah. When the mushrikeen of Makkah asked him whether their idolatry was better than the deen taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told them that their idolatry was better. It was then that Allah revealed the above verse, narrated by Ibn Kathir. It has also been reported that the verse was revealed when one of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's son passed away, and Abu Lahab told the mushrikeen that they had nothing to fear from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam because his lineage has been severed. These unfortunate people thought that a person will be remembered in this world only if he has male offspring to bear his name. However, Allah Ta'ala has exalted Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's name. Allah Ta'ala took him to the heavens where he became famous, and Allah gave him millions of followers who constantly take his name. His name is taken during every azan and iqama, and besides the salutations, durood sent upon him during every person's salah. Millions of people recite durood when not performing salah. In fact, even non-Muslims speak favorably for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam up for this day. Hundreds of thousands of people have proceeding through the lineage of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's daughter Hazrat Fatima radhiyallahu ta'ala anha, and many thousands are alive today. On the other hand, none cares to mention the names of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's enemies who said that he would soon become unknown. They have left this world, and the string of their lineage having also been severed. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.